Hey, oh my goodness, it's been so long since I've been live on YouTube, and I feel terrible about that. Been wanting to make more YouTube videos, and I've actually been making the YouTube videos, but I just have not been editing them and posting them. So I'm trying to get better at that. It takes me a while for whatever reason. I think it's just because just doing so many other things. But I wanted to get on here today and kind of talk about maintaining keto and maintaining your health journey through this coronavirus and all that's going on, right? Because we are all out here quarantined, struggling, whatever the situation is, and we've got to figure out how to kind of keep things going through this craziness and really through a situation that none of us has ever experienced or seen before, right? We're in a situation where, like, in America, I know so many areas are being quarantined, right? And all over the world, really. I mean, I know London, my family had a trip planned to London, and that's been canceled now because of this. Also in France, Italy, obviously China, a ton of different countries are having, whether it be quarantines or just really being careful. And schools are closed and malls are closed. Stores. It's so different. It's just not what we expected. And so a lot of us are spending more time at home. Well, what that normally means is when we spend time at home, a ton of time at home, it means that our schedules are off, right? We don't have the normal kind of run-of-the-mill schedule that we're used to, and therefore we have more temptation than what we'd normally have. Because if you have your everyday schedule, right, the Monday through Friday schedule, you might get up, take the kids to work, whatever your situation is, go to work or take the kids to school, go to work, come home, eat dinner, maybe work out, go to bed, right? Whatever however your schedule works, right? But now it's like you wake up, you're home, your kids are home, your husband's home, or whichever your situation is, right? Everybody is home, and the pantry's full, the fridge is full, and so you may have to be working from home, right? So while you're trying to work, you're you're bored eating, right? So basically what that means is, like, in between calls, you're going and grabbing a soda, you're grabbing chips, you're grabbing all these things that you wouldn't normally be eating if you were at work, right? Or if you were doing your normal schedule. And so what that's doing is it's causing you to pick up additional weight, right? Because you're not living your normal life. You're not living your normal schedule. And so we've got to find ways to combat that, right? And so what my plan is, and what I think is a really great way to do this, is to kind of think about things before you eat, right? So before you go and grab a bag of popcorn or a bag of chips, think about, am I hungry, or am I just eating this because I'm bored? And then also do your best to try and stick to your normal schedule. So if you normally wake up at 7 a.m. and you're normally at work by 8:30 and off by 5, and whatever your situation is, try and do the same thing. Get up at 7 a.m. But now, since you don't have to drive to work, use that first 30 minutes to get a workout in, to meditate, to do something that's going to be self-healing, self-help, right? And then shower, get dressed, and begin working, right? So that now you took that time that you would normally take commuting, you spend that time exercising and meditating. Use that time for you so you can be healthy, feel better, and really be less stressed and more at ease during this tough time, right? In addition, instead of, I know many of us who have kids, we shop for our kids, right? So we'll have all these snacks and stuff in the refrigerator and the pantry. I'm pointing at my actual pantry as if you guys can see that. But anyways, we have stuff in our pantry for our kids that we wouldn't normally eat because, we're on our health journey. So, you know what? The kids don't need those things. They really don't. Not right now, especially. So instead of having those things in the pantry, maybe fill up, the fridge with apples, oranges, juices, even frozen fruit, not juice, frozen fruit, frozen vegetables. On keto, I know I don't eat those frozen fruits or vegetables. I don't eat fruits or vegetables, or I eat tons of vegetables. I don't eat a ton of fruit, but I do berries and things like that. So fill up the fridge and freezer with those, right? I have tons of berries in the freezer that I can go ahead and defrost and the kids can eat those. We have some berries in the refrigerator, same thing, right? And then if I want a snack, I can have a little bit of that too. We also have like celery, and we have almond butter, peanut butter, and sunflower seed butter. And so we can throw any of that on the celery for the kids or for me, So I try to have healthier snacks in the house, especially right now when I'm more inclined to snack. Not because I'm hungry, but because bored eating, right? And so what I'm choosing to do is have those healthy snacks. But then before I even partake in those healthy snacks, I'm asking myself, am I hungry or am I thirsty? Am I hungry or am I eating out of boredom? And then I'm deciding at that moment, am I going to move forward and have that snack, or am I just going to continue forward with my fast or continue forward with my day and eat eat when I'm actually hungry? Listen to my body and let my body tell me when to eat, Also, because we get the workout in early in the morning, like I said, trying to stick to that normal schedule, when you work out, you're less likely to eat poorly. So try and get that workout in the morning, especially if you're home. If you're already home anyways, get the workout in and then start your day. And that'll help you to stick to your health journey during this time. Whether you're keto or not, it's still going to help you stick to your health journey, because when we work out, we're way less likely to eat off plan, right? Because it's kind of like, I just did all this work. I do not feel like messing that up by eating everything on earth, right? By getting that bowl of ice cream or whatever the case may be. So do what you can, but just be smart about it and stick and keep your health journey going, especially during this time, because we don't want to come out of this. Obviously, we want to continue to be healthy, right? But it's going to be a 14-day quarantine or longer. And we have two choices during this time. We come out of it, feeling great, even healthier, or we come out of it not feeling good at all, having gained weight and just not feeling great about ourselves. Like, those are the options, And so I choose to be healthier. I choose to work out every day during this quarantine. I'm choosing to eat a bunch of vegetables, still have my shakes every day, my keto shakes. You guys, I'm sure, have seen videos of me doing my keto shakes. If you haven't, and if you want to stay more engaged, also join my Facebook group. It should be in the description of this video and all my other videos. It's Keto Mommy Makeover. Join that Facebook group and, get involved. We can continue doing this together and interact more. So let me see. Someone's asking a question. Hi, you look great. Oh, thank you so much. That's so sweet. I'm no longer doing keto. I tried 3 different times. Constipation killed it. You know what? It's funny because if you do keto, like if I hate to say this, but what you're doing when you do keto, you shouldn't get constipated. Constipation happens usually for when folks are a lot of times either eating too much protein, not enough fats, but then also it can happen if you're not getting your electrolytes in the way you're supposed to. Like, there's so many different things, right? Because there's also a difference between constipation and not going to the bathroom enough or a lot, because remember, going to the bathroom is because our body needs to eliminate waste, right? And if you're eating the right way, you shouldn't have a whole ton of waste, right? But you also need to have your digestive system needs to be working and in good working order as well. So you should be getting fiber. You should be eating fiber with keto, right? You're getting fiber from the vegetables that we eat. Like, some people don't eat a lot of vegetables on keto, and those people are usually constipated, obviously, because they're not getting the fiber in. Also, some people are not getting enough fat in on keto. No one's saying you need to be eating, like, I don't do 70% or 75, whatever, 75% fat or whatever. You don't have to go crazy on the fat, but you need to get enough to where you're not hungry, to where you're staying in ketosis, to where you're okay, right? And you shouldn't get constipated if you're doing it the correct way. You just got to kind of watch it. That said, not everybody wants to do keto. Keto may not be for everyone, and there's other ways to get healthy, to really eat healthy that aren't keto. You don't have to be keto to eat healthy. You could literally just be low carb. You could be paleo. There's so many different, you could be vegan, but vegan that eats vegetables and plant-based and, that kind of vegan, not the vegan that's just eating a bunch of potato chips, because I know people like that. But anyways, you could, whatever it is, just own it and be consistent with it, and take it on, truly take it on to where you can get help, to where you're improving your health, because that's the key, right? Doesn't matter if you're keto, vegan, paleo, whatever it is, it's all about getting healthy, right? Getting your workouts in and eating to nourish your body, right? Without a whole bunch of toxins and things like that are gonna, that can potentially cause long-term harm, right? Not a bunch of processed foods. We don't want the processed foods. Want to stay away from that as much as possible. But yeah, join the Facebook group, Keto Mommy Makeover. It's a great group to, where we're talking about keto. We're talking about healthy eating as well. Not everybody into this keto. And then we're also talking about exercise. And you can always reach out to me. I post in all my videos. I post ways to get in touch with me. You can always DM me either on Instagram, Keto Mommy Makeover, or Facebook, if you have any questions, anytime. Let me see. And I'm going to try and be posting more on my YouTube channel. I've been awful with that. I cut back on protein, ate lots of vegetables, cut back on cheese, almost none, drank plenty of water. Yeah, I will say I can't tell you exactly what you did right or wrong, because I don't know your whole background or your whole situation. But a lot of folks, it could be not just the water, it could also be the lack of electrolytes. So sometimes you need more sodium, more calcium, more magnesium, more potassium. It just depends on your specific situation. But and maybe also keto just wasn't the way that the thing that worked for you. And if it's not, there's other options. Like I said, paleo, vegan, vegetarian, even just lowering your carbs and getting rid of processed foods. Like I always say, like one of my mantras is, don't let perfect get in the way of better. Continue improving, stay consistent, and keep working toward better health, and that is a plus in itself. And that's all any of us really need to do. And so, especially during this time, right? Continue working towards your health, especially if we're at home even longer than we had anticipated, because we don't want to be in a situation where we come out of this and now your health is not even as good as it was prior to this. You want to ensure that you're consistent during this time, so that at the end, or when Corona has passed us by and everybody's back to living our normal lives again, that you're coming back and you're healthy. You're even healthier. Use this time to continue to get healthy. Reach out to me. I'll provide more tips. You can always go to my website, lifehealthnow.com, or just DM me on Instagram or Facebook. It's Keto Mommy Makeover on both. So you can DM me anytime and we can talk and try and, and I'm always willing to answer any questions and always help where I can, because to me it's important. I want everyone to be as healthy as possible, because I always look back and I'm like, I don't want anyone to be where I was. So whatever I can do to help, I'm always willing. All right. So I will talk to y'all soon. Continue on this health journey. We got this. All right. Talk to you soon. Bye. I think that's all I have to do. Okay.